I realized something this week. I realized something about my identity. It's part of my identity protective cognition that I am outright personally opposed to Facebook. I love learning more about myself and my identity. And now I know this about myself. For example, a couple weeks ago, I made a video talking about how part of my identity protective cognition is how I refuse to let anyone offend me or hurt my feelings. Only I control my emotions. I don't give that power to anyone else. And it's so much more powerful and liberating when you realize this is a choice. Well, to the same degree, as it's part of my identity that I can't be offended, and if anyone ever tries, it only backfires, only reinforcing my beliefs that no one can offend me. I'm realizing it's the same thing about Facebook. I am proud that I do not go on Facebook and scroll stuff. Now granted, yes, I'm a blogger too, so I have to, when I press publish, it automatically pops up on Facebook and shows up in people's Facebook feed. But I can honestly say I have not scrolled Facebook since the week after the election back last November. That was a good way to just kind of end ties. I saw it was proof of why I don't care about what's on Facebook. This also goes back to a recent video I made talking about how people are boring. They base their conversations off of other people. And of course, Facebook is an overkill of that. It's just a bunch of people telling stuff about themselves. It's basically gossiping about themselves. But I was talking about how intelligent, interesting people are talking about and sharing ideas, right? So I am proud that I have not scrolled Facebook since November 2016. It's part of my identity. And I would never want to be associated with saying anything on Facebook. Again, I'm a blogger, so automatically through WordPress it shows up on there. And I make sure because that's just smart advertising. But there are certain people who even just leave Facebook altogether for all this. It's so liberating though, if you can get to the point in your life where you realize, how much time a day am I spending on Facebook doing this, looking at other people's lives? What about the people in my own life? What about the people in the same room as me? What am I missing out on? What am I not knowing from these people I actually can see and talk to? So as part of my identity protective cognition, that I do not want to be associated with living my life through Facebook. Now, granted, again, I'm a YouTuber and I'm a blogger, but someone would have to go through extra steps to get to those things. And honestly, most people who read my blog and watch my YouTube channels don't actually know me in real life and never will meet me. And I think for me, I can associate my identity with that. I have no identity protective cognition against that. For me, it's me being able to say what I really feel and think, granted in some version, character of myself. But still, I am so proud to have not scrolled Facebook since November 16. I want to make sure that my identity is not associated in expressing myself through Facebook. Facebook, to me, here's what it is. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? You know, the witch from Snow White, but more specifically and more modernly, what is Facebook? Facebook, Facebook on the wall. Who's the coolest of them all? Who's the prettiest of them all? Who's the funniest of them all? Who's the wittiest of them all? Who's the most intelligent of them all? It's people asking for confirmation. And then the people who don't do that, that's voyeurism. They're looking in people's windows to find out about their lives, but they're not even associating with those people. They're not talking to them, they're just spying on them. That's kind of creepy. And again, goes back to the fact that people who are secure in their identity and know who they are, they're not going to do that. They don't have time for that. They don't have time to peer into other people's lives. And then again, those people are most likely, if you try to carry on a conversation with someone who's on Facebook, they're only going to talk about what's on Facebook. Where's the originality? Where's the new info? Where's the sense of true identity? You know, that's part of the millennial generation, that we want to be individuals and prove how individual and special we are. But yet on Facebook, it all gets blandized together into some boring stew. So yeah, it's part of my identity. Facebook is just for advertising blog posts. It's not for expressing myself.